what do you do when you get in there? Like the client wants to know, you know, if they have a ghost, do you tell them everything that you see, or do you think they get scared if you tell them, or how do you handle that?
I usually don't tell people anything until I know what's going on, and I don't ever know really what's going on. I can maybe develop some theories from being there. I don't usually want to give out any information until I'm pretty sure what it is we're doing, and I've spoken to Marlene, and I've spoken to, well, Marlene the ghost hunter, not Marlene the interested person out there on the street, but you don't, I don't want to be saying things like, oh, I think you've got a demon, because then I go off home and they're freaked out. So and if I thought they had one of those, I probably wouldn't tell them either, because there's no real way of knowing. And this is the hard part about ghost hunting, is we can have, you know, X number of theories about something. Whether or not any of them are even close, the truth is hard to say. So to make this like a long convoluted answer short, because it's a hard one to answer, Marlena, I probably wouldn't tell anybody anything until we had, you know, all the information in, and we'd looked at it a few times, and we'd been back to the location at least 2 or 3 times. You can't possibly make a spot decision on something. And even then, when we're talking to people, we do stress that our best guess, you know, and that doesn't mean anything. It's just what we think might be going on. It's a hard one because I don't want to tell clients things that are going to scare them. I don't want to tell them stuff that's untrue, to the best of my knowledge, and I don't want to tell them a bunch of stuff that's really dramatic and far-fetched either. So when it's time to talk to people, we're well after we've looked at everything we possibly can look at, and that's about all I can say about that.
You know, I do see on TV all this amazing stuff that they're showing. I mean, is it really like that? I mean, they're fainting and they're hearing bang. They ask someone to bang and knock, and they do it right away. Is that really the way it is? I mean, everything they ask for, they seem to get right away on TV, right?
Well, on TV, they're probably dealing with maybe 3 or 4 hours of footage, and in the 3 or 4 hours of footage that they've taken, they may have cut out 3.5 hours of footage and caught that one instance where they get a hard rap on the wall. So they're able to edit a lot of what they put out so that it sounds like it's just non-stop scream fest. You know, bang, bang, ah, scream, faint, crash, bang, faint, crash, ghost voice, the whole 9 yards. Condensed into a 1-hour program, split into, well, basically 45 minutes because you've got commercial breaks. So they're running with a bunch of tape and they put it all in there. So no, ghost hunts are not like they are on TV. Yes, you get the bang, crash, faint, scream, heavy noise, rap on the table stuff, but it's not boom, 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 boom. It might be boom, 4 hours go by, rap, 5 hours go by. Possibly, was that a voice, Marlena? I can't tell for sure. Let's listen to the EVP again. 6 hours go by. So it's not that intense kind of ongoing bang, bang, bang.
I see.
And it's a good question, because I think a lot of people out there that want to join groups think that's what's happening, and it's not. Smiley face.
Smiley face. I have an interesting question I'd like to have an answer to. If I don't know whether you have the answer, but I'll ask it. I find it strange that a ghost would, you know, contact somebody from the other side, so to speak, the other side, and all they're able to do is knock or say hello, or you'd think that they'd be able to give you some information of some kind. It's always such a small amount of detail you get.
Well, they may be able to give us more. You know, the raps, the baps, the bangs and crashes that might just be natural phenomenon, and people who actually talk to ghosts may actually have conversations with them, and ghost hunters just get raps. I don't know. There may be, if we were related to that spirit, it's possible that we would get more dialogue, but in most cases we're dealing with spirits that don't know who we are, we don't know them, so they're not under any obligation to answer to us.
Oh, okay. That's actually a good answer.
You know,
Yeah.
and so if they want to comply and help, great, and if they don't, well, they often don't. And you might hear a cat fight breaking out in a second. Yeah, pretty quick.
Have you ever seen a ghost? Or what you think is a ghost?
Yeah. I have seen what I think is a ghost, and Marlena knows I have because she was with me.
Yeah.
And Marlene and I together have seen, I think, about 3 ghosts together. We saw one in the cemetery. This is a great way to get cats to quit fighting. Let them see the red light of the of this thing. Sorry, Marlena.
That's okay.
Marlene and I saw a spirit in a cemetery in White Rock, which was it looked like a man walking along a fence. We were at the Burnaby Art Gallery, and we saw we were taking Randy, the hearse, over to show Mrs. Sepley, actually, and they yelled out, "Mrs. Sepley, check out Marlena's new car." And there was a blue-white flash that just kind of came right out of the air, opened up the air, as a matter of fact, and flashed from Marlene and I, and we saw it. And then right here in my place, saw a ghost walking along beside my desk. And Marlena was sitting on the couch, and I kind of looked at Marlene and said, "Did you see that?" And she said, her eyes were quite, big, and she said that she saw what looked like a distortion of the air. So Marlena knows the answer to this one, because Marlena... Another use for digital thermometers, entertaining the cat. And you're looking at Stinky. And Scruffy.
They're chasing it around the edge of the box.
I know.
The thing is going around the box. That is so funny.
Look at me, look at me, look at me. So, okay, so that was a little bit of a break there with the cats and Marlena. If I were to do it, Marlena would be on the floor with the cats chasing
I
it.
love that thing. That's
So,
cool.
So we've basically covered, why people go hunt. They want all this stuff, they want all this excitement, and they often think that it's something that it's not. And what we wanted to kind of let you know today was it's not like TV. So it's not like TV. It can be like TV from time to time, but it's not all the time. And certainly, every time you go ghost hunting, you need to be prepared to be bored, tired, cold, uncomfortable, hungry, cold. Did I say that one?
Yeah, you said that. Yeah.
And
But you need to be patient.
oh, definitely you need to be patient.
You need to be patient. Yeah.
And and that's a really good point Marlena brings up. You can only be patient if you don't bring along expectation. If you go on a ghost hunt and you're expecting to see Mary Queen of Scots and you're sitting in a First Nations cemetery, it's not likely to happen. You're going to run into Mary Queen of Scots in a North Vancouver cemetery. So don't go to the cemetery with these great big huge expectations of seeing something that's not likely to happen.
In a cemetery, it would be Mary Queen of Scots. It was Indian cemetery.
Ah, bad pun, boo hiss Marlena. That's Marlena right here.
Oh, my eyes!
There she is right there, that's who you can boo, right there. But no, you can beat your expectation level, you can curb that excitement to something that's not going to make you feel really let down if it doesn't happen, by going to a ghost hunt without any kind of expectation. Don't go